when visiting LinkedIn, what makes you stop scrolling? And the number one answer is research data. CJ, we're like, yay for us. But there was a lot of here too. I mean, product information and industry news, company news, visual things, industry discussions, like a lot of things people said they would stop on. The conference I was at, this is what cracked me up. Everybody was like, oh, y'all should all do polls. It's so easy to do on LinkedIn. You can ask questions, blah, blah, blah. That was like one of the worst performing pieces of content that you could post on LinkedIn, our industry.
It was listed as the last thing that engineers would stop scrolling for on LinkedIn was polls. And that's not to say that they're not good to use and to test out and try to use with strategy. But engineers might not stop to look at them. We can definitely say that. I also find it interesting with this. I mean, talking about engineers and loving technical data and loving their information that they can trust, it makes sense that they're going to stop for something like research data and product/service information. I also feel like quite often when we're talking about social media and we're talking about marketing, we talk about creating a personal element to what you're doing with your social media account. And if you're a business, like sharing something like employee shout outs and different things like that in order to create a personal element from your brand and a personal connection with your audience. But engineers don't seem to care as much about that information as they care about the technical information. It's nothing that's going to make them necessarily stop scrolling.
Right. But I do think you're onto something in the is the content published by a person, like a technical person of the company, or is it published by the brand? And I do think that matters. So if the same piece of content is posted by both, I definitely think the person would get a better performance than the brand. So that's to think about.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily think that, just because customer testimonials are ranked towards the bottom of this list, that you shouldn't post customer testimonials. I think that you still need a mix of everything, but finding the balance of when you post something like research data versus a customer testimonial, that's where this question can really help you out with creating that balance of how to post, not exactly what to post.
Yeah, very good point. And on that most valued content, customer testimonials are actually pretty high. So when we asked it and didn't apply it to social media, it did really well. So I think that's a point well taken.
That's really interesting. Yeah.